Hello, in the previous videos we completed if and if clause, the whole if statement clause. In this video we'll have a look on uh, looping structures. Now what are looping structures, why did they came into existence, why it was necessary to build something like looping structures. Now what is a loop? Loop is something like a round in shape or something. It Looping actually means basically means the condition will be the statements will be executed more than once until that condition gets false. So I'll write for here on the screen. I have written a program. Suppose you want to write a program to find to write a table of number 5 at up to 5 digits. I mean up to 5 numbers. So int a equals to, this is a sequential execution. Until now we have done sequential execution and decision making. What in the sequential execution means, all the statements in the program will be executed, but in the decision making, what we did in if statements, all the statements would not be executed. We gave compiler a chance to make decision, that is, if the condition was true, then it would compile and run that part. It means it basically means that compiler would take a decision whether to execute that statement or no. So to introduce to you to looping structures, I have written a program here, that is a program of tables up to 5 digits, up to 5 numbers. I'll run this program. 5, 10, 15, 20, sorry, it is up to 4, I think. I have missed writing printf statement here. %d, I'll put it, comma c. I'll explain you this program. First I have initialized two variables, a equals to 5 and c, clear screen function. Now I am giving c basic arithmetic operation, which we had done in the previous video, one of the previous video, that I am doing here. A, where that the multiplication value will be stored in c, so I'll printf %d comma c, which means this c will be printed. Again same here, instead of 1 I have written 2. So this is how sequential execution is done. To write a simple program of table number 5, I need to write these many lines of code. That means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 10 lines of code just to write 10 lines of algorithm just to write a basic table. As you all know, programming is time oriented. We need to preserve a lot of time. We are not supposed to waste lines of codes and time in programming. So to get rid of this, loop was introduced. There are basically three types of loops, that is while loop and for loop and do while. There are three kinds of loop. In this video we'll have a look on while loop. So what happens here in this while loop is, I'll write it. It is also same as if, but here we'll write a condition. While a is less than, sorry, while c is less than 10, we'll give it the condition here. While c is less than 10, open the bracket, c equals to a into b. First I'll initialize a, b and c here, comma b. First I'll initialize a, b and c here. When I have initialized, I'll write this. Now this is a while statement. The general form of writing while statement is while, open the bracket, write the condition, c less than 10. Now once that condition is true, while c is less than 10, what the compiler is supposed to do, that we should write. While c is less than 10, I mean c is less than 10, I'll write b equals to, I got I got you guys a little bit confused. I'll make it B here instead of C, and here I'll make it. This is quite simple, nothing confusing here. While B is less than 10, while B is less than 10, what statement should be executed? While B less than 10, C equals to A into B. Okay, and printf %d into %d equals to %d slash n comma a comma b comma c. Now we need to increment a plus plus. So this is called as increment operator. It will increment the value of a by 1. So what basically happens here is, now we have assigned the value a equals to 5, b first also we need to give it as 1, and c. The compiler will declare 3 variables a, b and c, clear screen function. Now what happens until here is, while b is less than 10, c equals to a into b. Now when we run this program, the first value of b is 1, so it is less than 10. It will enter into this loop. Now when it enters into the loop, it will multiply a. The value of a is 5. Sorry, instead of a I need to write here b. The value of a is 5 into 1. Now the value of, now at this point, here I'll write, now at this point the value is 1, so it will multiply 5 into 1. Printf %d into %d equals to %d. This %d is a's value is 5, and this %d is b. Currently the value is 1, and this is c. Whatever the output will be here, that will be c. So it will execute. Now when it completes this execution, instead of going to get ch, it will come back to while loop. Here again. Now the value will be 2, as we incremented here. Increment means it's basically b plus 1, that's itself, nothing more than that. Increment means only plus 1 itself, that itself is increment. Now the value is 2, while b is less than 10, while 2 is less than 10, it will enter into this loop. Now c equals to a, the value of a is 5 as it is, into b. B is now, currently the b is 2, so 5 into 2, 5 into 2, that is 10. The value here will be 10. Printf %d, that value will be 10. Again it will increment until the condition is false. When here the value of b will be 10, it will check the condition. Is 10 less than 10? No, 10 is equal to 10. So it will not get into this loop. Directly it will jump to get ch. So this is what happens here. We'll run this program. Errors, I have some errors. Code has no effect. Which code has no effect? That 10. Actually I'm not supposed to write that 10. I'll run it. Error, function call missing. I have missed a bracket here, so I'll run it now. I have no c. You can see it as 5 into 1 equals to 5, 5 into 2 equals to 10, 5 into 3. The multiplication table of 5 is printed over here. You can see as it took me only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of code to print until 10. Here I can have as many as I want. I can write here 25, any number I can write here. See, I can get up to 25. So this is what the use of loop will be. It will execute these set of statements, whichever will come under the flower bracket. How to write the general form is while condition, open the flower bracket and close. Always opening and closing, this is called as scope of that condition. while this condition is true, it will enter into this loop, and it will print. Suppose if by mistake you write c equals to c over here, if I write c equals to a into b over here, what happens? We'll check out. The c, the value will be c always 5. It will not be, actually here it is supposed to be 10, but it will not be 10. Why? Because only these instructions are executed once until the condition fails, because this is out of this while loop. This is not inside the while loop, and if it was inside the while loop, even this statement could have been executed until that came out to be false. So what happens here is, uh, here the c value is fixed, so it will be 5 only. So always remember, whatever will be inside the loop will be executed until that condition is false. C equals to a star b. Now you can see it as we have got the correct output. So that's all in this video. Thanks for watching this video, guys.